we're gonna come right back. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, girl. I was just talking and talking and talking. So we're down here to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Last night, or I watched the season finale last night, but then I also forgot to review the week before. So because it was kind of a continuation, we're gonna just talk about the week prior in our commentary, not really focused on every scene there. You understand? So we're down here. We got our reefer, we got our coffee, we have our water, we got all the things that we need here. All right. So last week, I thought the episode was the finale. I thought it was actually a pretty good finale. I give it like a 4 or 5. I give it a 5. It was okay. No, not too much conflict. Okay, so they were getting on Sutton about tearing women down, kicking a dog when they're down, when she's at her lowest. And last week they really had like receipts and evidence on the way that Sutton handles these girls when they're in conflict. And I think that I see it both sides. Like I said down on Twitter the other day or yesterday when I was watching it. I see both sides. I understand where Sutton is coming from. I understand where Erika, Dorit, and Kyle are coming from as it pertains to how Sutton handles them when they are dealing with a crisis. Sutton hasn't, everybody has their season, right? Everybody has their season where you are the focal point. You need to be held accountable. Something's going on with your life. Things, just like everything's crashing down around you. That's everybody has their season. We know that. But for Sutton, it seems as though that every season is a season to tell Sutton that we don't like the way you handle us when we are going through crisis. Last night, Dorit said something. She said she can be, when her and Erika were sitting there talking, she said, hold on, I'm gonna find it because I was like, that's how it goes. Like, she said that what's her name can be evil. She said she can go from being real nice and then being super evil. It's like they don't know how to take her. So I'll get to it. I don't know where it is. I don't know exactly where it is, but let's get to it because I don't want this review to be too long because of all the stuff that's been going on with Beverly Hills. I don't want it to be too long. So I just feel like Sutton gets it every single season, and it's really because it's how she responds to them. Sutton really needs to work on like acting as if, like, I don't know how to describe you, acting as if you don't have problems, and when people are going through problems you want to help them, but then you start talking to them crazy or start yelling at them or asking too many questions. To me, what went on with Erika, I feel like I'm new to this group. I don't know what the fuck you got going on, girl. It sounds like you lying. I read the article. This is what it says. I have questions. I didn't mind Sutton asking Erika Jane questions. Um, with Kyle, I didn't feel like what Kyle did was a bit. I don't feel like it's that big of a deal what she's doing. I don't feel like it's like, oh my god, the way that they coming at her, but they all do it at the same time. And because the behavior hasn't changed, now it's not okay. So first it was Erika, right? So she was the only one that had the problem. Then you did it to Kyle. So now when Erika comes to you with her grievances about how you handled her, Kyle can chime in because she has the experience, right? So now Dorit is having the experience too. So when it comes up again, because your behavior hasn't changed, now you have three people saying, yeah, that's why Kyle was like, that's why I didn't say anything because you did it to me. So I'm not going to jump up and defend you when you did the same shit to me. I felt the same way. I felt like they felt. So now it's when you wouldn't have had Dorit and Kyle jumping on you had you corrected your behavior after what happened with Erika. You understand what I'm saying? So based on that, now you got three people who has the same grievance with you. And there's just evidence of your behavior. It's undeniable. You cannot deny. But it's funny because it's always in response to them and what they're going through. That's why she always says, don't be mad at me because your life is in shambles, right? But you just offered to help me. And now you're talking to me crazy. Now you asking me questions and kind of putting me on the spot and embarrassing me. I'm just saying like how these women were feeling, right? So it seems like you do kick the girls when they down. I don't think she kicks you when you're down. I don't know if she's not coddling you, but to me, asking questions and trying to get to like her yelling at Dorit, I don't know. I just feel like her and Dorit were yelling back and forth. Also, the thing with the we are sisters, we should be able to say what we want, and then like Erika was saying, you asked me what I wanted to say. You said that I we could say what we want to say as sisters. We can say what we want to say, and it doesn't have to blow up or dissolve the relationship. But every time we get ready to say something to you, you get upset. You get upset, you don't want to hear it, and blah, blah, blah. And it's true. I mean, we see it, we see the evidence of it, right? Jennifer Tilly tells Sutton, I'm astonished at how much they don't like you. Sutton had to remove herself on the last episode. She really did. She had to remove herself. She was like, these bitches. She was like, you don't want a problem with me. But you are talking cash money shit in your interview. So I want to see like that look that she was giving Dorit at that table. I want to see that look that you be giving in the confessionals. Like, you don't want it with me. Okay, well, show them. But I think Sutton is dealing with that childhood trauma of not being accepted by her mother and needing to feel accepted. And she's looking for that. That's what she's looking for with Kyle. Not sure why it's Kyle. I'm not sure why, like, she's the person that she wants to accept her, like she wants her mom to accept her. She cares about her, I guess. I don't know what it is. So I guess we'll find out. At dinner, she's staying away from Dorit and Erika. Y'all said if we're doing the sisterhood thing to bring it to the table, I don't have ill will towards Sutton. I just want her to acknowledge what she's doing or what's happening. That's what she's gonna have to do. It's nothing I can say. Y'all know Sutton is my girl, but it's nothing I can say. I mean, like, girl, they got evidence. You want me to bring the receipts, baby? The way they did that montage, I was like, oh, girl, undeniable. Jennifer says it seems calculated. They are coming in, going off of each other. That's why they're going off of each other, because Sutton's behavior hasn't changed. So somebody needs to explain to Jennifer Tilly, well, what happened in previous seasons happened to Erika first. It wasn't resolved. It happened with Kyle. It wasn't resolved. Now it's happening with Dorit. Now Dorit is voicing her issues with Sutton. So now Erika is going to come behind and be like, well, it happened to me, so I know what she's talking about. And then Kyle is not going to say anything because it happened to her and she knows what she's talking about. So that's why it seems like it's a coordinated effort. It's just not it's just the people that have grievances against her, unresolved grievances against her, are coming to the front with their grievances. That's why it seems like it's a coordinated attack. It's just people who have unresolved issues with Sutton. That's all. What comes out of your mouth is hurtful and you become mean-spirited. That's what Dorit says. Seems like they discussed it beforehand. It's giving suspect. That's what Jennifer is telling Sutton. Garcelle to Sutton, Garcelle tells her Kyle didn't stand up for you on the boat. She's not going to stand up for her. I understood exactly what Kyle said. I went through the same thing with you. I'm not standing up for you, girl. I have the same grievance. It's the same unresolved grievance with you. Now, her and Kyle are in a good place, but I'm not going to speak up because you did the shit to me. So have at it. Garcelle didn't speak up because she didn't back her up when it was in regards to you. So Sutton is losing all her allies because, girl, you did it to me. And then you didn't back me up. So that's what's happened. Sutton is crying. She says she's had enough. She said nobody ever apologizes and says, I was tough on you. And I wrote, but she's tough on people, like Virgos. We're tough on people. We can be tough. Shake your shoulders, unwind your eyes, come at you. But when it's time to come at me, please be gentle. Please be gentle, especially if we're friends. Please be gentle. I might not always be gentle with you. That is exactly what's happening with Sutton. I'm tough on you, but I want you to be gentle on me. And that's what's happening. And then you're not gentle on me, I turn into 12-year-old Sutton who didn't get approval from her mother. She's a sensitive hard ass who can bring it hard but needs softness when you approach her. She can't take it. That's what I put. She said they've been trying to break me for years. And then there's a montage of Sutton. Erika says you pose as a friend and then work as an enemy. I don't agree with that statement. I don't believe she works as an enemy. I believe she is just tough love. She wants to help you, but it's tough love. And then she comes back and she has a smart mouth. Like it doesn't match. It's not matching. I don't know if I should even accept help from you because your mouth is crazy as hell. So I don't know, but I don't think she operates as an enemy. I don't think she's doing anything to bring another person down or bringing something to the screen that they don't want, bravo, 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 to bring anything to the screen that they don't want brought up. I don't think Sutton does that. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to do it anymore. Garcelle says, either Garcelle or Tilly says, I'm not saying that Sutton doesn't put her foot in her mouth. She absolutely does. This is Garcelle. When she's angry and being cornered, it's not good for anyone. And then you see, what's her name saying, I can't do this. What's the girl's name? Sutton. Garcelle and Tilly are having a conversation, and Garcelle says, no. Tilly says she wants Kyle to be her friend. And Garcelle says, that's what I'm talking about. I've been saying the same thing. For some reason, there's this thing with Kyle. Maybe we'll get to it at the reunion, but there's this thing with Kyle. And even when she told Kyle, and that's what I've been saying. If you go back and watch my reviews, Kyle and Sutton, there's a relationship between them. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's because, when Sutton moved to California, she rented Kyle and Mauricio's house for a little while. I don't know if that during that time they developed some kind of bond where I feel like even when Sutton said, you already lost 2 sisters, don't lose another one. There's a closeness there but then Kyle comes off as if she doesn't know what she's talking about. Like at the reunion where she yells at Garcelle and says, you told me that she wants loyalty from me. That's not my problem. That's not my problem. But that it's weird because she did the same thing to Dorit when she was like, we're not that close of friends. But you can hear every now and again when I watch an after show, I hear Kyle mention how she's close to Sutton and Sutton is her friend. Like Sutton is really her friend. So I don't know. Well, maybe we'll find it out. We'll find out at the reunion. I don't know. It's weird. But she refuses to see it and she can't do anything right. She feels like she can't do anything right with this group. The group just wants you. I already know what it is. The group just wants you to, when a girl is going through it in the group, for you not to be so hard on her. I'm telling you, it's literally people Virgos get that a lot. They really do. I get, like, you can be hard on people, but she's not coming as an enemy. It's coming as, but then when she turns around and you come at her, now then she's gonna say, don't be mad at me because of what you're going through. No, I'm mad at you because, bitch, when I'm going through it, I need you to hug me. Sometimes I need a hug. I don't need for you to shake my shoulders all the time, right? I need you to hug me sometimes. Understand? See, I understand. I understand what they want from Sutton. She's not giving it. And that's why it's like you're piling up grievances. And that's why it seems like it's a coordinated attack. Because you haven't resolved your grievances. You haven't. So that everybody is getting ready to go out to dinner. They're all meeting down and they asked, where's Sutton? That's where Jennifer Tilly was like, it's been a lot for her. She said, all I did was ask a question. That's what Erika says. All I did was ask a question. She has problems with the group when they do that to her. I just have a question. Tilly says, well, she felt like it was a coordinated group effort. That's not what Sutton felt. You felt like that. And you projected it as if it was Sutton's feelings, and it wasn't. That's why when Erika went directly to Sutton, and that's what you're supposed to do. I'm glad that Erika didn't take it, right? And just be like, oh, okay, that's what she thought. No, she went to Sutton and was like, do you know that they're saying that you think that we coordinated this against you? She was like, I can't be responsible for what they said, but no, I didn't know that they said that. So I'm glad she went to her and like talked to her about it. She says, it's an insult. My fucking opinion. She felt ganged up on. Erika says she's just sharing her opinion. She's been giving it, and then that's where Dorit says she either becomes the immediate victim or borderline evil. Baby, I was like, ooh, okay. They clocking you, girl. They really are. And Sutton is going to have to sit in the space where people are clocking you, and you need to acknowledge that this is how you show up to your friends. I see where they're coming from, but it's every season. And the reason why it's every season is because a girl is going through it every season. And here comes Sutton with her approach, and it's not working. So Sutton, how many times do you have to see that your approach, this type of approach with these women, is not working? They all have problems with you now. They all have problems with the way that you handle them when they're going through something. They feel like you're kicking them when they're down. Now, honestly, I feel like Erika, no. Girl, you had a lot of shit going on that was too close to home. And so people need to make sure. The way they need to make sure about Portia not coming in people's houses and stealing their husbands, they need to make sure you run. Are we around a bitch that EJ Global LLC deposits and all this other stuff? Are we around a unscrupulous bitch? Do we need to know? So I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. Kyle, I feel like it wasn't that big of a deal. But again, you can't tell somebody how to respond to what people are saying about them. Kyle doesn't want to talk about nothing. So any question you ask her about the ring, you're not wearing your ring, you hanging around with Morgan, there's a lot of behaviors that are outside of your normal behavior. I have questions, and you not wanting to talk about it. So I feel like those were I feel like they were relevant. With the thing with Dorit, I don't even think that Sutton should have ever offered Dorit help, but that's just how it is, because I don't think that her and Dorit are ever gonna like each other. They say like, oh, we're gonna work together, but I think it's always gonna be tension between her and Dorit. Garcelle tells Kyle she wants blind loyalty from you. And then they show what she did to Kyle. And then Garcelle straightens it up and she says, maybe not blind loyalty, but consistent loyalty. But again, they're not verbalized. Like Kyle is not saying, the reason why I don't say anything in defense of Sutton is because she did the same thing to me. So I'm gonna let these people get their grievances out. I understand where they're coming from. I do. I understand where they're coming from. And Sutton needs to just stand in it. That's what she needs to do, and acknowledge it, and maybe change the way she approaches them when they're going through stuff. And maybe she can't help it, you know? I don't know. But you're going to end up with no friends, girl. Sutton ends up coming to dinner. She says, I won't let them get the best of me. You didn't break me. I'm still here. Girl, okay. So Jennifer Tilly is buying energy bracelets to fight off evil. And Sutton says, well, she's not fighting tonight. She says that, I felt like we were ambushed. This is Tilly talking to Sutton. She's like, I felt like we were ambushed. And I just let them know that you were a little upset. And she was like, why did you tell them that? She was like, because. But the thing is, you can dish it, but you can't take it. And that's just what it is. But it's not like I don't even know what she's dishing really. I just know that they don't like the way that she handles them. I don't know. Y'all tell me. I have questions, girl. I don't know what you dealing with, girl. I have questions. Kyle goes to Sutton. She says, go after when you're down. She says, yes, you go after the women when they're down. And she's like, do you think it's true? Do you think it's true? Do you think it's true? Kyle said, don't do that. Girls, don't start that repeating yourself shit. Don't start that repeating yourself shit. She does it to everybody. Don't do it. Stop it right now. She was like, do you think it's true? She says, yes, we think it's true. Yes, we think it's true into the confessional. Bitch, how many times do we have to say it? We think it's true. She says, it was true for me last year. That's why I didn't say anything. I don't understand why Sutton doesn't understand that. You have to understand that. It was true for me last year, girl. We've all been pummeled. Everyone is, but not when everyone is yelling at you. She says, I don't know if she's too self-absorbed to see this, but she says, I want some compassion. Well, ma'am, if you want it, you're going to have to be able to give it. And you don't give the things with compassion. That's how they feel. And you can't tell a person not to feel how they feel. And that's just what it is. She says, can I be a Barbie? Can I just be a Barbie? Can I pretend like I don't have an IQ of 140? Can I just be a Barbie? Why they cut the camera to Dorit? Can I just let me be? Just let me be. Leave me alone. I don't want nobody coming and asking me what's wrong. I don't want to do nothing. So Kyle goes over to Bose and she was like, girl, I don't know, to Bose. She goes, girl, I don't know what she wants. She act like she don't want to talk about it. And then Bose is like, girl, how are we not supposed to talk about it? You just supposed to come down and join the group and we not talk about what happened. We just supposed to ignore it. She was like, I don't know what to do with these girls. She was like, I don't understand. Why can't we just have a good time? Why is it so hard to have a good time? Because they're not resolving their issues. And not only that, the best apology is changed behavior. And based on the evidence, Sutton has not changed her behavior. So that's why you getting it every season, because every season a girl is going through it, and every season you respond to the girl in the same way. So you need to work on how are you responding to women in crisis. So because we have 3 women who can say this is how she shows up, you have 3 Yelp reviews. No, you may not do it to all women, right? You wanted to get hung up on semantics in the last episode. It's not that you do it to all women, but isn't 3 women enough? 1 woman is enough. 3 is enough. So because you do it here, you can't be friends with everybody in the world. This is how you handle your friends. How are you handling strangers? How are you handling the people that are supposed to be the closest to you? How are you handling them? You film with them, you work with them, you say you're trying to develop friendships with them, but how are you handling them when they're going through crisis? You haven't changed your behavior, girl. That's why everybody is yelling at you. One person has the grievance, they like, oh, Dorit is expressing herself and why she's upset with Sutton. I mean, I got a problem too. Let me come to the front because I got a problem too. Here's Kyle. I'm not gonna say anything because I had the same problem with you, girl. So you on your own. That's it. And it's so simple. It's really so simple to see it. Dorit goes to Erika. You know why Sutton thinks we were colluding? Because that's the type of shit she would do. Shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up. Fox Force 5. Aren't you the treasurer, or what were you, the secretary? What was you doing for Fox Force 5? Because we have a whole file on you hoes. So be quiet. Y'all do the same shit. Y'all do the same shit. That's why she thinks it's a coordinated effort, because that's how y'all move. Coordinated. Y'all are coordinated. Coordinated based on previous history. We know how the Fox Force 5 moves. Girl, shut up. Kathy was hot. I don't know what was going on with Kathy, but I love that they were showing those scenes of her doing her skin routine, doing her skincare, dropping stuff in her drinks, doing her tinctures. I was like, get it, Kathy. I know that's right. I loved seeing that. She didn't have to say anything. I'm looking at all the products on the table trying to see, because I know she's spending a lot of money. I know Kathy Hilton spends a lot of money on her skincare and health care and self-care. I love those little scenes. Was I the only one? I loved them. She's over there doing her face thing, having her eye mask on. I loved it. But she was hot at that table. She was like, girl, I need to put my hands in water. Erika said, put your hands in water. So she had ice packs under her arm. She was having, I don't know if she was going through it. She was going through it. I don't know who started it. Was it Jennifer Tilly? Started doing impressions and started doing an accent, Southern accent. And then Erika thought she would try to impersonate Sutton. And then Dorit started doing it too. I think it was Dorit. Yeah, Dorit and Erika. It was their birthday party. They're celebrating their birthday. Forgot. They're celebrating their birthday. So they start mocking Sutton's accent. So then Sutton starts mocking them, mocking her, and being super exaggerated. We don't talk like that. Is that how we talk? We don't talk like that. She was mad. I was like, Sutton is pissed. We don't talk like that, bitch. I just came off of YouTube on me on this boat. Now I'm sitting at this table, and now y'all impersonating me, bitch, and trying to be funny. Okay. I love the birthday song when they were singing, hope you get some tonight. Hope you get some tonight. Hope you get some good presents. Because of course, when you hope you get some, they were like, yes, I hope I get some. And they were like, hope you get some good presents. Hope you get some tonight. That was so cute. I was like, oh, that was so cute. I want to sing it like that from now on. The cakes had their faces on them. Sutton didn't want any cake. I don't blame him. I'm not breaking bread with you hoes, especially not your birthday cakes. Fuck you, bitches. Did she say fuck them bitches when she was on the boat? That was so funny. The way Sutton was looking out that window, and that hat was just pulled back, and she was trying to get some air because she couldn't take them bitches no more. She wanted to drown them hoes. That was so funny. And then I said, yeah, she shouldn't have showed up. She should have stayed at home because she had a bad attitude. Get your tired ass out of here, Sutton. Sutton and Bose go to make coffee or chocolate. They go to make chocolate. I was like, they're making coffee. They were making chocolate. So they wanted to have a sit down. She says she feels like, she hasn't really connected to Sutton. And, Sutton introduced Bose to the group. We know that the women introduce women to the group, but doesn't necessarily mean that they're friends. So they go and sit down, and she says, I feel like Sutton has made up in her head that I'm team Dorit and nobody else. I just, girl, stop. Now I'm gonna have to tug on them bundles, girl. We're gonna have to tug on them bundles a little bit, Bosie, because you are team Dorit, and it's not in Sutton's head. We're not going to play that game where you gaslight and tell her, I don't know why you think I'm team Dorit. Girl, we could watch the after shows and see whose team you're on. We could see whose team, because the crazy part is Bose is not even clocking it because she doesn't know the history. If you knew the history, then you would be able to have an informed opinion by saying, well, the reason why I have this opinion of you, Sutton, because I did watch the previous seasons, and I saw how you did Kyle, and I saw how you did Erika, but you came in and Dorit ran up to you because she don't want anybody to think that she has, little issues, because all the people in her house that work for her are brown. So she ran up to Bose and started telling her everything. And now Bose has this opinion about Sutton that, and then you're just going on like the opinions that you have, it seems like you're just going off of what Dorit has to say. So it does seem like you are team Dorit. You favor Dorit over Sutton. Team Dorit. You're not on Sutton's team at all because you're not even objective, right? So you're team Dorit. So it's not made up in her head, Bosie. So they're making chocolate. The girls are sitting out on the beach. It's Jennifer Tilly, Kyle, and Garcelle. They're sitting on the beach. When I tell you, I love Jennifer. I know I say it every review, but I love Jennifer Tilly. Do not make her a housewife. She is perfect as a friend of. Just come on the group trips, to the group events. We like that. I need some more coffee. All right. Miss Tilly says she's gotten to a place where everything in her life is fabulous. Oh, I love that. I love that. She says, she says, I'm thinking about all the perspectives and neither one of them have opened their mouths. In Sutton's story, you're the hero. This is what Garcelle tells Kyle. She says, why does it hurt more when it's Kyle? She said, the standards are different for Kyle. And I'm going to have to see how it affects our friendship. How did you feel about Bose calling you when she saw Mauricio out with the woman? Remember, she sent her the voice note. I didn't talk about it. She sent her the voice note telling her, girl, she's ugly. Don't worry about it. She ain't even that cute. Don't worry about it, girl. And she left her a voice note. She's like, you want me to say something? You want me to do anything? What you want me to do? Jennifer Tilly tells Kyle, you need to be aware. You need to be aware of what's going on around you because once they get with the lawyer is going to start suggesting things. And then that's when things start getting ugly, right? So when I was getting a divorce, we had $700,000 in the account and he was like, I'm going to give you $350. And when she was telling her friends that, they were like, girl, you need to talk to a divorce attorney. And then Kyle goes, so after you talked to the divorce attorney, did you end up getting more than $350,000? She was like, I got a piece of the Simpsons. I said, yes, get her. I got a piece of the Simpsons, girl. That Chucky money, that's my snack money. I said, girl, friend of, keep her as a friend. But if y'all get rid of Garcelle and Sutton, don't count on Jennifer Tilly being there. She ain't gonna be there. Girl, I love that she said that. She was like, she was doing something with her hair. She was like, I got a piece of the Simpsons. Garcelle hollered. I would have hollered too. Yes. So, Kyle, don't be no fool. Especially the way that you helped him build the agency. Do not be a fool. And everybody is telling you. And then here comes Jennifer Tilly. Sutton has told you. Everybody has told you. I think even Kathy has told her. Erika has told her. Now Jennifer Tilly is telling you. Go see a lawyer. Get you a lawyer on retainer because you don't know what is going to happen. You don't know what the lawyer's thing is to make sure you get what you left, what you came in with, what you acquired during, and that you can still live the same life you were living in the marriage, to live it outside of the marriage. So we need to make sure we can accommodate all of that. We need to look at everything. And just alone, I've heard and read that Mauricio and Kyle have built a marriage of $100 million. Their marriage is worth $100 million. That's how much their marriage is worth. Them being married, they've acquired that within their marriage. The business of the marriage is worth $100 million. So you need a lawyer, bitch. Stop playing. Stop being stupid. Stop this. And the fact that he has moved on the way he has and you still sitting over there playing with Morgan's pussy, we don't know what's going on over there, girl. We don't know. But the way he's moving around, hopping the globe and stuff like that, you better get you an attorney. He's moved on, sweetie. He has. He has. Bose and Sutton says, what are your thoughts about yesterday? She said, it wouldn't be my thoughts if I told you. She says, well, I heard them. We've had lots of discussions. I have zero animosity, but they came after me. Um, their husbands made fun of Erika. I just feel like it's a double standard. Yeah, they did. They showed that clip. And it's so funny because when Dorit was standing at that table and said, you know why Sutton thinks that we're colluding against her? Because that's some shit she would do. They had no proof, no evidence, nothing. No, they couldn't rewind nothing on Sutton from coming out of Dorit's mouth. But when she said they were making fun of Erika, they were talking about her situation, and she's right back buddied up with them. And all I was doing was asking questions. Garcelle, Garcelle had an opinion. Like I think Garcelle had an opinion that Erika should have given them earrings up and donated the money to the people. But Erika's like, bitch, I'm in survival mode too. So I'm not giving away nothing to nobody. I feel like I'm in the same boat as the widows and the burn victims. That's how I feel, the same way. I feel like I'm a widow. My marriage is dead. I feel like I'm a widow. I married the crypt keeper, and I feel like a burn victim because I don't have nothing that I left with, nothing. So I'm in survival mode. So I'm not thinking about giving my earrings to anybody else. That's what Erika was on. And Garcelle said, I'm not changing. I don't want to see you go down, but I'm not changing my opinion on how I felt about the situation. They have an allegiance. Kyle and Erika have an allegiance. She says, I've apologized so many times. So then they show Dorit and Erika off to the side having a conversation they were having breakfast. It was in the morning, they were having breakfast, and they were talking about how Sutton isn't consistently a bitch and that they really want moments of good times. Erika says, I was just sharing my thoughts. And then we get these performative apologies. It just lacks sincerity. And it's only because it's performative because the behavior doesn't change. So now the apology doesn't mean anything. Had it changed after Erika, then people would be like, okay, well, I could see she's trying to change. She had a different approach. She tried with Dorit, but then it flipped immediately. She said, I don't trust most things coming out of her mouth. Can't remember who said that, but Dorit, a lot of people don't trust anything coming out of your mouth. Nothing. A lot of people believe that Dorit's whole shit is a sham. It's a Alice in Wonderland. Okay. Erika is bothered by oh, with Bose and Sutton. She says, it must be hard that they look at me when they're going through other stuff. Basically, not saying that I'm better, but that I'm taking care of my situation better than they're handling their situation. Well, Sutton, we didn't see you. We didn't see how you handled your situation with your husband and the divorce. We weren't able to see that. So these women are going through things with their partners. We didn't get to see what you went through. We didn't see how you behaved when you found out you was getting a divorce. What was it, on Valentine's Day or your birthday? He filed divorce. He filed for divorce. Let's not forget that, right? Let me make sure this is on. Sutton says, I need to take care better. Yes, you do. But she feels like Kyle's allegiance will always go to Dorit and Erika. Erika is bothered that Jennifer Tilly felt like it was coordinated. They get ready for Carnival. They all looked great. I thought they looked great. The only thing that was bothering me was their headpieces were too big and they were coming down super, super duper low. I felt like too low, that it was like cutting off their face. I feel like I would want my situation to be like in here, like on the third eye. Like I feel like that's where it should kind of stop. And I feel like a lot of their things were coming too low. But overall, I thought they were. Look, you see Sutton with girl Sutton. She has no shape, baby. When I tell you she is really shaped like SpongeBob, girl. Them little skinny legs when they showed her at the end when she was moving, I was like, look, I was like, look at Sutton. They all look great. Bose, baby, girl, yes. I was like, yes. Oh, wait. When she came through, I said, yes. Body of a goddess, girl. I was like, yes, man. Bose look good. They all look good. Kyle's butt. That's why Bose slapped her ass the other day, girl. Because Kyle's butt. I was like, who is that walking up? Kyle's butt was high. I was like, come on, booty, 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 rocking everywhere. I loved it. I loved it. Erika, Erika was getting her life. Erika loved it. Garcelle looked great. They all looked great. They all look great to me. Jennifer Tilly had something that was age appropriate, right? Because Jennifer Tilly is 66. Kathy had something that was age appropriate. Kathy was fully covered. I don't know what Kathy was going through on that trip, but she was a good sport. The only thing I thought was really funny is when she went, they had like a little bazaar, like it was like a little marketplace they went to when they were buying the bracelets and stuff. And then Kyle was like, Kathy, what are you wearing? She was like, shorts and a t-shirt. And she really came out in shorts and a t-shirt. I was like, girl, what? She really came. She was hot. Something was going on with Kathy during that episode. I really need to know. I hope they talk about it at the reunion. Girl, what was going on? And that's what makes it, that's why I don't like that they filmed the reunion before the season is over, because when they solicit for questions, we have questions based on what we saw, but we have 3 more episodes. We have more questions. Like, girl, we have more questions. I want to know. I do. I love that they all participated. So when they were leaving, they were walking out. It was Garcelle, Kathy, and Jennifer Tilly. They were all walking out, and you see something fall on the floor, and Kathy goes, Garcelle, I think you dropped something. And you look down, and she was like, what is that? And Jennifer Tilly said, a condom. And Garcelle was like, that is not mine. When I tell you, I love that Kathy Hilton plays practical jokes on people. I love that. I love it. I love it. I didn't like the practical joke with the fashion show. I felt like it was poorly timed. Her joke was poorly timed because it was starting, the show started right when she was trying to do her joke. But I thought it was funny that she went back there and was like, do you want Dorit? You want Dorit to make the announcements? I thought it was so cute. She dropped that condom. I thought it was funny. And then she was like, I can't see what it is. Kathy goes, I don't know what it is. I can't see what it is. And then Garcelle looked down. She was like, that is not mine. I thought it was so cute. Shout out to Kathy. Kathy and Jennifer Tilly are perfect friends of the show because they just give the quirky, kooky. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't want to know nothing about their personal life. I don't want to get into Jennifer Tilly's personal story. I don't care. She tells us enough. All I need to know is you got a piece of The Simpsons, and that Chucky money is snack money, girl. And everything in her life is fabulous, girl. And she was like, she had on some chaparelli ring, and she was like, don't lose that at the beach. She was like, no, this is beach, like it's not real. She was like, this is beach wear, basically. Like it's still expensive, but if I lose it, it's okay. Girl, can you imagine finding a chaparelli ring? And I think it would look like a evil eye ring. It was an eye, and it had like lashes on it. It was huge. Shout out to Jennifer Tilly. Erika asked Jennifer and Garcelle, what's up? Did you know what was being said? She said, no, I didn't. That's when she asked Sutton earlier. She said, my opinion is my opinion. I don't care where it comes from. It's important. I need y'all to look at me. That was not a coordinated attack. Garcelle says to Erika, we've come a long way. I want to get to know the other women outside of Sutton, I guess. Bose says she's happy to be a part of the group. They show the end credits. Sutton says she needs to work on her relationship with Dorit, but they haven't. Kyle says that she needs to have a conversation with Mauricio and decisions need to be made, but she wants a great life with someone. How about that person be you? Carry a mirror around. That might work. Dorit says she deserves peace and happiness, and she's going to fight for it. Then they show Erika. I was like, why didn't they give Erika's end story? But Erika, they cut to Erika. Tom was found guilty on 4 counts of wire fraud and some other stuff. Erika said when she got the news, she felt like she was, falling down into a dark place, and she didn't want to do that again. Kyle comes over to her house. She was like, we've been there for each other. We deserve the best. Erika's talking to her like Kyle has made a decision to get divorced, and Kyle's looking at her like, girl, I haven't even made the decision yet, but yeah, girl, okay, for you, that might go for you. She was like, she had incredible memories and terrible memories with Tom. Have y'all seen Tom? Girl, I tell you that he looks a mess. He looks a old mess. Overall, I thought the last episode was good. We'll see what the reunion brings. Shout out to Garcelle for leaving the show, because that leaving the show and the way she left the show on the reunion, now everybody wants to see what's going on. I am actually excited about next season because I want to see the dynamics next. I am so interested in seeing these dynamics next season, because as Kyle and Dorit mend their relationship, if they are mending it or if it's going to continue, and then to see how Dorit deals with Bose and how she balances that. I they seem to be still cool because they did birthday messages to each other. I saw Bose did a message to Garcelle. It was very corporate. It was very corporate. It was like she was sending a letter to somebody that used to work for her. I was like, girl, what? What, Bose? Hold on, let me read it to y'all so y'all can hear it if you haven't seen it yet. Let me go to, I think it's the Bravo Shade Room. Let me go and see if it's on there. Nope, it's not on the Bravo Shade Room. What is the other one? Did I save it? Oh, here, let me see. Bosema. What did she say to Garcelle? Let me go to Jasmine brand. Maybe it was on the Jasmine brand. Was it? Yes, here it is. Bosma St. John penned sweet message to Garcelle Bouvet following her RHOBH exit. I wish we had more time together. She says to Garcelle, for your pioneering bravery and grace in 5 seasons of RHOBH, well done. I wish we had more time together on this platform to continue showing the world that both of us can exist in the same space with different offerings and different opinions and besties, but still find a way to resolve our differences without tearing the world apart, and that are able to shine bright together and individually too. You are leaving on your own terms, and while I'm disappointed by your exit, it is commendable. I'm wishing you even greater success onward. With respect always, Bose. That's what she said. Let's read some of the comments and then we're gonna go because it's the end of the review. That wasn't sweet. That was damage control for her behavior on Watch What Happens Live. Damage control after the fans peeped your mean girl antics. Y'all got to stop with the mean girl stuff. We saw the outrage. She's cleaning it up. She's in marketing. She's her greatest product. Bundle St. John was such a disappointment. Bye, Bose. Child, please. We ride with Garcelle all day. Bose should have said something when sitting next to Erika. Don't try to speak up now. Right. Always thought Garcelle's brand was too big for this shit show anyway. Girl, bye. Remember when those same women come after you? I mean, it's a little too late considering Bo's bestie supports Trump and that you sat there while she was being teared down by Erika and the fans called you out. Two people can exist on the same platform. One has grace, the other doesn't stoop to mean girl politics, and the others are followers. Nice try, Diddy. When it's time to prove that she's a girl's girl, she missed the target. I hope she realized that she's next to the face of racism and microaggressions from those. She's next to face racism and microaggressions from those women. If something's going on between them, it happened off camera because they didn't exchange words on the show. So I don't understand her behavior on Watch What Happens Live. Yeah, she was kind of rude to Garcelle. And it was like, what happened between y'all? I thought y'all were cool. The way that she was talking, or she didn't say anything. She kept sipping when Erika was going after Garcelle. So that's how they feel about it. So y'all let me know what y'all think about the review. Let's get down in the comments and continue the conversation. I can't wait till the reunion. I can't wait. I'm excited for it. Anyways, y'all take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.